Choppa has proven to be hip-hop's most hypocritical rapper. From spreading messages on spirituality and angel numbers in 2019,
No, I always been like, I've been getting like spiritually woke. Like I be seeing angel numbers and shit.
to walking girls by their hair in his latest music video in 2023. It's clear that something critical happened in Choppa's journey that led him to transition back to the person he used to be.
Let's be real. Let's be real now for the camera, gang. Motherfucking NLE Choppa went back to his old ways because he see that wasn't bringing in enough money. He wasn't getting enough money on. Niggas didn't want to hear that shit. Niggas want to hear more negativity than positivity. That's the problem with the world right there. No one that spiritual shit wasn't selling. His ass was getting posted on all the blog pages and shit over that shit. But niggas wasn't listening to that bullshit. That's why he ended up changing.
Despite going against it. So what really happened? And what events led to NLE Choppa's character being deemed as hypocritical by the hip-hop world? Hi, I'm Luesta. I create weekly video documentaries of things I'm into. Today, we're going to break down how NLE Choppa pulled off the biggest lie in the music industry. In order to fully grasp NLE Choppa's transformation and the hypocrisy that followed, we must first delve into the origins of his rise to fame. Born on November 1st, 2002, under the name Bryson Potts, NLE Choppa's journey began in the challenging neighborhoods of Memphis, Tennessee. Growing up in this environment, he encountered numerous obstacles that could have easily discouraged him from pursuing his dreams. When describing his upbringing on DJ Vlad, he painted a vivid picture.
Nigga, what you mean? Discourage his dreams of what? Being what, a rapper? Because being from the hood, you not being discouraged to become a rapper. I ain't gonna cap to you. That's the main thing they damn near want you to do when you be in the hood. So how the fuck that shit, being from the hood, discourage him for chasing his dreams? Unless you talk about the basketball. And then they love basketball in the hood. You feel me? So it's like, nigga, being in the hood ain't gonna discourage a nigga from motherfucking becoming a rapper and a basketball player. Those was most niggas' dreams.
Picture of a city filled with hatred, where love was scarce, and the realities of life were harsh and unforgiving.
If you would come there, you would be like, you will understand why people don't love. You know what I'm saying? You'll understand why people don't trust you. You'll understand why people are so negatively fueled. Man, we start toting guns in Memphis at around like 10. I had my first gun at like 13, 12.
I think that tells us all we need to know about how he got his name. But NLE Choppa was built different, and he would defy all odds set against him, thanks to none other than his innate musical gift. He drew inspiration for his songs from his experience in the streets, making his music real and relatable. Later in his career, NLE Choppa's
I ain't gonna back, bro. That little freestyle that he just did, bro. I was fucking with it slight, but the end, that shit was ass. That shit was ass, Choppa. But he was young when he did that shit, bro.
lyrical content would become the center of intense trauma, which of course we'll get to later in this video. But at the young age of 14, NLE Choppa found himself drawn to the world of freestyling and rap session with his friends. It started off as a simple hobby, done purely for the enjoyment and entertainment it brought to them. Little did he know that this innocent pastime activity would soon lead to something greater, because eventually, Choppa gained encouragement after posting some of the freestyles online, and doing this helped him generate a very small buzz locally. This led him to capturing the attention of a popular director on YouTube known as Moda Media, who were known for giving upcoming talent from Memphis an outlet, like Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, and Duke Deuce. And Choppa would collab with them to do a video for the song No Chorus Part 3, with a group named Shot of Fam, and his verse with over 100,000 views in just a couple of weeks. And today, it's still one of their most viewed videos on the channel. It was here where NLE got his first taste of virality, with plenty of users commenting how this song was a classic, and that his verse was straight up legendary.
And it's crazy, gang. I never heard that no chorus shit. Well, I end up hearing the shit, but it was a long ass time after. And the only reason I heard that shit is because motherfucking I was watching a video and they was talking about the song on how he came up and shit.
What truly captivated fans about NLE Choppa wasn't just his music, but the infectious energy he exuded in every aspect of his artistry. Whether he was performing for a music video or simply vibing out and rapping along to his own tracks, you could feel his passion and enthusiasm through the screen. However, it was during a casual ride around town with his friends that a life-changing moment occurred.
Yeah, Roger Lieutenant. I mean, that shit like I'm Dennis. I'm finished.
Little did he know that this random and what seemed to be an ordinary session would result in a song that would leave a lasting impact on his career. After posting the freestyle, the clip had gone viral, and Choppa rushed his way to the studio to make it an official track.
Trying to blemish my image.
He titled the song Shotta Flow, and it would go on to become NLE Choppa's breakthrough single. It quickly gained traction and left a significant impact on the music scene. To this day, the song amassed over 200 million views on YouTube, receiving a platinum plaque, and reached a peak position of number 36 on Billboard's Hot 100 chart. When reflecting on the creation of the song, Choppa himself admitted that he was taken by surprise with the overwhelming success that Shotta Flow brought to him.
The freestyle went like viral, so I feel like I had to put it out fast. So I just hopped on it quick.
You see, folks took advantage of his motherfucking opportunity. That be the problem. Some motherfuckers, they wait. Talking about, yeah, I'm finna let this little fame build up before I drop. Like, niggas really give a fuck about you that much, bro. You better take advantage of the momentum you got. And then motherfuckers gonna give a fuck if you do what you need to do the right way with that momentum.
I knew he was gonna do something, but I didn't know he was gonna do that.
He would go on to release Shotta Flow 2 and Shotta Flow 3 immediately after to capitalize off the momentum and even quadrupled down and got
he overly capitalized off of that shit.
It performed even better. The video amassed an astonishing 400 million views, effectively doubling the already impressive view count of the original music video. From here, he began to solidify his position in the rap industry. He immediately began touring with Juice WRLD, started collaborating with different rappers, getting called a Walmart version of NBA YoungBoy, and much more. At this point,
nigga, how is he considered a Walmart version of NBA YoungBoy? They rap nothing the same. Like, literally, when you hear NLE Choppa, you know it's NLE. And when you listen to NBA, you know it's NBA. It's not when you play them and you don't know the face. Oh, these niggas sound, boy, these niggas don't act nothing alike. I ain't gonna cap to you.
He was damn near unstoppable. Everything he touched turned to gold. But as they say, all good things do eventually come to an end. And only a couple years later, it seemed as if NLE Choppa's biggest enemy was himself. And it all started with the moment he signed his first record deal. With the success of the 3 Shotta Flow songs and his popularity skyrocketing, a huge bidding war began between major labels, as it was a no-brainer to put some money behind him. He was offered multi-million-dollar recording contracts by several different labels. And you know Birdman was offering bro a huge bag for him to be dancing like this for him. And maybe he was just in the heat of the moment.
Yeah, you see how Birdman looking in the back? His little hornball freaky ass. Look at this bald-headed ass nigga, gang. Just look at this nigga. This nigga plotted some devilish ass shit. I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. You seen that picture of Birdman with that nigga with the towel, and his ass had like the lube and shit with a con. I'm like, oh no, Birdman be doing that devilish shit. Yeah, he was trying to get NLE Choppa. Look at him.
But he made a decision that he would soon seem to regret. Because in February of 2019, Choppa began making headlines for being a 16-year-old rapper who turned down a $3 million record deal. Now, of course, this was kinda odd, as it would be any 16-year-old's dream to make $3 million off a rap career they've been working on for a year. For clarity, NBA YoungBoy only received a maximum $2 million deal when he first signed to Atlantic Records in 2017, and he would prove to become a much bigger artist. But the same could not be said for NLE Choppa.
But look at all the shit YoungBoy had to go through. That nigga went through hell to get rid of that label. That nigga went through motherfucking hell, bro. That label was on so much bullshit. Like, I feel NLE Choppa, his ass motherfucker didn't sign that shit because so much controversy behind signing to a label and shit. Like, you sign to a label and shit, then it's like they got so much control over you. And I feel like freedom is better than control. You feel me? That's how I feel about the shit, you know?
But we're gonna get to that later in this video. Meanwhile, Choppa surprised many by joining forces with Warner Bros. Record for the launch of his own label, No Love Entertainment. This may sound like Choppa essentially owned his masters, but that's clearly not the case, as he would eventually call out his label for not allowing him his freedom of speech just 1 year later. So how did this mess even come about? After signing his deal, NLE Choppa continued to use his partnership with Warner Bros. To release his own album titled Cottonwood. He then milked the fuck out of the Shotta Flow series, broke up with his girlfriend, and essentially just kept building the brand. But everything would come crumbling down on August 28th, 2020. when he
Gotta do
decided
more
to
gun.
deviate
I
from the
bet I was
formula
gonna do
that had
something
brought
later
him
today.
success in the first place. And it all started when NLE Choppa posted a weird video on his YouTube channel titled Airbending/Waterbending NLE Choppa. In this video, he literally sat in the rain and did some kind of spiritual meditation or exercise or something.
You see this dumbass shit that this nigga doing, standing inside the rain for views. Like, I ain't gonna cap to you, bro. That shit was doing like the little spiritual era. Like, everybody was talking about spiritual this, spiritual that. And that shit was getting views and shit. I ain't gonna cap to you. If I would have been this bitch talking about they was making chicken sandwiches out of babies and shit, I'd damn near be in a better position right now.
And as expected, some people thought he was just trolling, and the comments were filled with jokes, laughing emojis, and overall, no one had any idea what was going on. But Choppa was serious. Over the next couple of days, fans were met with tweets from Choppa, where he would say things ranging from how he can control the winds while he was meditating, to how he doesn't do drugs and that he believes alcohol is a demon spirit, using his energy to control fires, becoming a vegan, and how you're not healthy if you don't shit 5 to 7 times a day. He would
Whoa, that was a little bit too crazy. Like you be going taking it to the extreme, bro. And it's like I really do sit back and wonder, do these niggas really believe this shit, or do they just like just be saying the shit for the views and shit? Because it's like I don't think nobody that crazy. Because for a goddamn well fact, your ass can't control. You ain't Avatar, nigga. I know your ass know you ain't Avatar. So why the fuck you on here telling motherfuckers, oh, I could bend this, nigga? You lying. He got to be taking drugs or some shit to even be believing this shit. Cause I'm like, I know unless you be doing this shit in your dreams and you one of them niggas that believe your dreams. I used to do that dumbass shit. I ain't gonna cap to you if it feel real enough.
would basically turn into Sadhguru overnight. But sadly, no one really took him serious, and the replies were usually met with more laughing emojis, more memes, and more negativity, despite his efforts to remain positive. So fans were wondering, what the hell happened to NLE Choppa? Well, they were given more insight on what was truly happening on August 31st, 2020, when he created a YouTube channel called Awaken the Choppa, where he would start uploading similar content about health, wellness, and spirituality. A few days later, NLE tweeted out something that was a huge surprise when he said that he's no longer going to rap about violence and that he only wants to spread positivity and wake people up. He accompanied the tweet by posting a snippet of a new song that showed him dabble with a new sound that was nothing like his previous work.
Ain't wearing no mask, nigga, fuck the pilot. Fake ass coronavirus. Cops killing started riots.
And fans weren't too happy about the change in sound, saying things like, "You're just saying a bunch of random ass shit," while also mocking his coronavirus bars and saying that they knew he wasn't really street all along, referring to the fact that it may have all been a facade that he made up to gain publicity and fame. However, Choppa stood his ground, and he announced that he will be dropping a new album titled From Dark to Light. So why would someone who was exploding with fame, making millions of dollars, and becoming a prominent figure in the rap industry at just 17 years old want to completely change their entire format and blueprint for success? I mean, we've seen many artists over the years receive backlash for going down a similar route, like Eminem, Tyler the Creator, Playboi Carti, and most recently Kendrick Lamar. But these are all elite artists who have done the groundwork to build a sustainable following for years before ever undergoing any significant changes to their sound.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap to you. Like, Playboi Carti, he built this fucking goofy ass fan base up to where this nigga could walk around in motherfucking thongs dressing up as a vampire and shit, and they say that shit is cool. Like, wouldn't have a nigga dressing up as a vampire with thongs is cool. I never understood this shit with Playboi Carti fans, but it's like when you build your fan base up like that, I guess you could wear thongs and dress up as a vampire and shit, and niggas support that shit still.
Choppa, on the other hand, had a mixtape, and 6 of his hottest singles had the exact same title. Plus, he's only been in the game for about a year or two. And it wasn't until his appearance on The Breakfast Club where NLE Choppa finally began to shed light on the reasons of his transformation, where he explained that it all stemmed from the fact that after getting famous and rich, he still found himself feeling very empty and depressed.
I was in my lows. I was like to the point where, you know what I'm saying, suicide was like in consideration. And so I said a prayer, like I said a deep prayer one time. Pretty much I was asking God, like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like you blessed me with something I always wanted, but I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
And it was here where he realized that he was being portrayed in a negative light in the rap industry due to the content of his music, which motivated him to want to start preaching a more positive message. After this, he decided to turn his life around and adopt a new lifestyle.
Nigga, I don't think God told your ass you could bend water and fire and all that shit. What the fuck? Nigga, you told yourself that shit, okay? And then you try to say God told you that shit. Niggas, you know what be crazy? Niggas get thoughts in their head and then say that shit is God. Okay. Just because you pray, and when you pray, you think of the shit that you want to happen in your head. Oh yeah, that's God. Nigga, that's your thought. That's your motherfucking thought. That's what these niggas be tweaking on, and now they talking about, oh, God told me I could breathe fire and all this shit. Nigga, God ain't tell you that shit.
That involved meditation and veganism. However, during the same interview, NLE Choppa made a statement that sparked some controversy.
I've had like a woman, she had cancer. She implemented like some of my herbs into her diet, and also with a vegan alkaline diet, and she ended up healing herself.
Yeah, he literally claimed that he was able to cure a woman's cancer with herbs and a diet plan. While we cannot confirm or deny this claim, there is no scientific evidence that supports it. So obviously, people were not too happy with this statement. NLE would still further try to push the agenda that he has figured out a cure to illnesses that doctors all over the world had yet to heal, when he made outrageous claims, such as the fact that he could heal Justin Bieber's Ramsay Hunt syndrome, a condition that caused his face to suffer paralysis. While he may have said this in good faith, the internet was not pleased, and he received a lot of negative comments for it. This sparked a back and forth between him and DJ Vlad, who was calling him out for being a snake oil salesman and claimed that he hadn't cured shit because there was no evidence to back his claims up. The drama would eventually be crushed when both parties met for an interview, where NLE also clarified that he actually didn't cure anybody of cancer.
Wait, I said I helped someone.
Okay, so
I never said like,
okay,
bro, I'd be lying if I say I got patients at my house and I'm just treating them. I don't have the time for that.
Now, even though the drama was put to rest, NLE's
Nigga, but you know what the fuck you meant by what you said. You was trying to make it seem like your ass cured cancer. Now you trying to flip the shit because motherfucker said your ass sound dumb. That's what the fuck is happening right now. And now you trying to say, I never said, but you basically, what you said is on the lines of you cured someone that had cancer, gang. That's what anyone with a brain gonna interpret what you said as, bro. And you knew that's how motherfuckers was gonna interpret it. But then you saw the backlash, now you're like, oh, never mind. I meant it a different way.
His reputation took a big hit as someone finally called him out for his bullshit. And this was only the first sign of NLE's hypocrisy, cause it got all worse when this new change in mentality and lifestyle made an impact on his music. In November of 2020, NLE released a long-awaited project, From Dark to Light, and the album was everything it was set out to be. It was promoted as being newfound positive content on full display, with singles such as Bryson and Done. And even though he had been getting tons of support on social media, the album was a huge failure.
We didn't want to listen to that weak-ass gospel shit. Like, that nigga was gospel singing, bro. Like, nigga, I ain't gonna capture you. That looked like some old-ass shit. Motherfucking a positive uncle that got out of jail would try to listen to. I ain't listening to that shit, gang. I'm not even finna cap to you, Birdie. Like, and I'm pretty sure everyone else feel the same way, bro. You tried to switch it up, you tried to change it up and shit, but sometimes, bro, you just gotta be a negative ass nigga that promote violence to get that money on. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Do you want the money or not? But trying to be a gospel rapper and shit, that shit ain't gonna work out for you, gang. I'm telling you that shit right now.
The project only sold 6,000 units first week, which was extremely low for someone with as much hype as NLE Choppa. The singles performed really well, but for some reason, it didn't really translate into the numbers. In response to the poor sales of the album, NLE took to Twitter to explain why the album barely sold units, claiming that he dropped on a Sunday, so he lost 2 days of streaming, and that the album had no promotion, whilst randomly being kicked off Instagram, in which he had millions of followers he had no access to anymore. But his audience boiled it down to the fact that negativity is what sells in the music industry, and if he were to do what he normally did in the past, it would have done much better. However, it looked like NLE had no intention of going back to his older self, and he was going to stick to what he believed in. The world was going to see a new NLE, and lots of people were very supportive. Well, except for his label, Warner Bros. Records. As we said previously in the video, NLE turned down millions of dollars from several labels in 2019 to sign a deal with Warner Bros. The terms of the deal were unknown to the public, but Choppa must have known what he was getting into, right?
Wrong.
Because of Choppa's transition to his new positive style of music, which was seemingly a huge failure, it is reasonable to assume that the company was losing money and was going to continue declining in profits because the music sales did not seem to bother NLE Choppa. So Warner Bros. Took steps which included preventing NLE from making any more of his new type of music. This was made public in January 2021 when Choppa tweeted explaining how his label was trying to disable his freedom of speech on the platform.
They trying to help you, gang. They trying to help you out, Birdie. And it's like, gang, and just because the music, I ain't gonna say it's ass, but it's like, nigga, when have you turned on a nigga that said some positive shit, bro? Like some real happy-go-lucky ass shit. Niggas don't want to hear that shit, but niggas don't want to hear like, no, you feel me? Like if it's a motivation shit, bro, like NBA YoungBoy that, yeah, I'm not wrong now, living on my own now, down. Bitch, you better not text me, you excited that I'm gone now. Now that's the type of motivation and shit that niggas want to hear. All that gospel shit, gang, that you talking about, niggas not trying to hear that shit at all, Birdie. That's not the type of motivation niggas want to hear. And I'm pretty sure, bro, the gospel motherfuckers ain't finna transition and listen to your ass. They got they unknown ass gospel rappers that they listen to. The niggas ain't finna listen to that shit. The only people that's finna listen to that shit is the people that really fuck with you, bro. That's the only motherfuckers. Them 6,000 motherfuckers really love you, gang.
And that he wouldn't be releasing any more music until the issue was resolved. A few months after tweeting about his displeasure with Warner Records, the rapper tweeted that he had plans to buy out his contract with the label
And
in order
ended
to
up going
pursue a
back to his
career
old
as
ways
a
on
full-time
that.
herbalist. While his fans were supportive of his idea to become independent, they weren't so cool with the idea of their favorite rapper becoming a herbalist. As expected, he didn't go through it, and to this day, he's still in partnership with Warner Records. Unfortunately, this is just one of the many things that NLE couldn't pull off. So NLE set himself apart from other rappers when he decided that he would start using his music to promote positivity under the instructions from God. And now it's 2023, so how well is he keeping his promise? Well, his most recent single, Slut Me Out, should give you an answer.
Fuck you anywhere, I'm that type guy at the church, on the plane, at the basketball game.
And when he began
He should just stay with the spiritual shit because that freaky shit, that shit is just wild, bro. Like NLE Choppa too freaky, gang. Like, and then what make it worse is, gang, nigga said I look like him. That shit crazy. Then for two, his ass light skin. So now motherfuckers like, oh yeah, that's that light skin shit. This what we expect. All light skin niggas not freaky like NLE Choppa. I don't know what he got going on, gang, but he a different type of motherfucker.
promoting it, a bunch of people were calling him out. One Twitter account named Uplist went viral for saying how NLE Choppa was just talking about opening his third eye and aligning with his chakras last year, while showing the music video he made for the song, which NLE has faced a lot of backlash for as well, for walking women by their hair in the video. Then on April 3rd, NLE shared behind the scenes.
Man, what the fuck you mean, nigga? What the fuck? Y'all mad that he walking the bitches like a dog? Obviously, he ain't doing it in a way that they don't like it. What the fuck? Like you see, the problem is with y'all motherfuckers is y'all want a motherfucker to be this outstanding motherfucker and be like, oh no, it's not a right thing to do. Women is not like that. No, we ain't doing that. We gonna get the women that want to get treated like that, and we gonna do that shit, bro. And at the end of the day, you should be more mad at the woman for allowing NLE Choppa to even do some shit like that. I ain't gonna cap to you. Shit, I don't know too many bitches that's gonna let me do some shit like that. You feel me? And if they did, I know what type of female they is. You feel me? So it's like at the end of the day, bro, if I want to hold a woman like this, dog, bro, I'm doing that shit because she allowing me to do it, bro. I ain't no forceful ass nigga. They want to do that shit. They like that shit. So why would I stop it? You feel me? And it's getting views. But folks' ass is freaky as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Scenes footage from the music video shoot, where he is seen more clearly walking women by their hair. The video generated a tidal wave of angry reactions on social media, as many people found the clip repulsive and degrading to black women, while others were shocked that NLE would allow himself to even degrade women in a music video, which had many people questioning, is this the same NLE Choppa that was preaching positivity, or was it all an act? It was most surprising to NLE fans, who thought that their favorite rapper was trying to become a better person, and were willing to support him through it. And overall, he seemed to have abandoned the whole woke ideology altogether, and rarely promotes it on his pages as much as he did a year or two ago. However, maybe
resolution.
Choppa is trying to find the best of both worlds. Whilst he wanted to bring a more positive message to the limelight, he realized that one thing he would have had to sacrifice was his connection to his audience, which he wasn't willing to do. So instead, he uses his music as entertainment value, and still tries to preach positive.
That nigga is willing to do that shit for sure. This nigga said fuck his original fan base, gang. This nigga is out here making women for the freaky hoes. For the freaky hoes. I never heard nobody play NLE Choppa except for the freaky hoes. Like I seen some bitches play NLE Choppa before, and they were some freaky ass hoes. Like these hoes were some freaks. So it's like, yeah, the female, if a female listening to the new NLE Choppa, you might want to fuck with her just because she freaky as hell. I ain't gonna bap to you. But if a nigga listening to that new NLE Choppa, you better look out for him, bro. His ass might be a little too freaky.
Positivity and show more of his contagious personality on his second channel, Awaken Choppa, where he's
Okay.
still very active on. We have seen so many rappers argue the fact that music is just for entertainment, and if it weren't for the timeless bangers Choppa has given us over the years, we wouldn't even know who he is. In my opinion, Choppa isn't perfect, but he's still extremely young. And being that young whilst in front of a huge audience can be extremely intimidating, since people don't see you as a regular human who still goes through phases, changes, and evolves. So much love to NLE Choppa, and I hope he eventually finds his path. But comment what you guys think about NLE Choppa's journey, and let me
Yeah, I told y'all, folks. I told y'all what I think about folks. He too freaky. Folks is just too freaky for the world, bro. And shit, he could have just stayed with that spiritual shit if he was gonna become this freaky motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, cause I think the freaky shit worse. But I mean, he been doing better than he ever was with the spiritual shit. So I guess he made the right decision. You feel me? Cause that shit selling more. But if you watch this video all the way through, I know your ass fucking with another motherfucking video. So go ahead and watch another motherfucking video. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on any content like this. God